Let's jump to the war here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as the Puppets of Misrule, where we're going up against Greasus Goldtooth's forces, although Greasus isn't here himself, where, as per typical with this game, the AI is kind of disobeying the rules of the game and has made a massive fat camp in this area. Now, if you understand how to play the ogres, you'll know that as the player, you can only put one camp in each region, and each camp needs to have a certain amount of distance between another camp. Well, the AI just completely ignores this rule, and they just be like, well, I'm just going to put all my camps in one location. So yeah, they've got 3 camps here, and there's an army there, and we've got Karak Azoran here with an army in their recruiting. So heavily fortified position, and we have got Village to Coastling with mostly melee infantry, a few heroes, a bit of cavalry, and an army here that has no army. It's just the Lord, really. But here's the thing, and I think this is what the player hasn't realized. Instead of going after these, because we don't have Lightning Strike on either of these guys here, instead of going after the camps, if we go after Karak Azoran itself, what we could potentially do is draw the camps in to come in as reinforcements. If we can get into the capture points quickly enough, we could actually manage to win the battle without having to fight the camps. Now, if we win that battle, then the camps that participate get immediately wiped out completely. We may not even have to inflict a single casualty on them. Now, the funny thing here as well is that there's not really a huge garrison protecting here, but we've still got to get through them in order to make this work. Now, this is on normal unit scale, which normally I reject any save file sent in that's on normal or small unit scale. However, if it's a interesting scenario, I will make exceptions, and that I've done so in this case here. Anyway, let's go and punch down on this fat camp. So, we want Village to Coastling to launch the attack, because the other guy he just won't be able to get in fast enough without all those heroes. So if you go in, yep, good, that way we've got him in as reinforcements. Okay, we've got a Banner of Swiftness here, which putting it on the Soul Grinder of Zinch is fine, but I would much rather prioritize this wizard here. They're the ones I really... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to prioritize keeping all of their speeds sort of normalized. Yeah, let's get this one here a bit quicker. Okay, cool. Alright, let's jump in there and see what we can do. We do want to be controlling large army, but it is possible to do this. It could be easier, actually, to not control large army, because it would slow down the rate of their reinforcements. Alright, let's jump in and see what we can do. But yeah, I really want that other Lord to come in. And like I said, if we play our hand right, then the fact that they're coming in with 40 units for this battle just shouldn't matter. Now, punching through the garrison quickly is probably going to be difficult, so I think the best way to do it is to go around them. Trick them into thinking that we're going to attack from one location, but then just attack from another one. So, our reinforcements coming in from here. Alright, I know what to do. Alright, we're going to put everyone over here just for a moment. All of our fast people, so not Village is not fast enough, not Harold Hammerstorm. Blue Scribes will be Control Group 1, 1, 1, because they're quick. Yep, and they're on horseback. These guys here, Control Group 1, Control Group 1, and 1. Okay, yep. And what we do is we set them up over here just to begin with, so it makes it look like we're going to attack this position. But I'm actually going to attack over here. We've got Shatterstone, so if we can demolish the piece of wall here... Yeah, probably best demolish the wall, because that is the closest way down to... Well, actually, we don't need to cap this position. We need to come up through here, cap that one, and then get over to here before these guys here do anything about it. So it's probably good that if we assault from this position to pin them down, because there's not that much there. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. These ones here have Vanguard deploy, but if I position myself here, then they'll just, they'll give the game away. We don't want to do that. Okay, ready, and go. So these ones, get in over here. Alright. And, yeah, demolish that there, if you wouldn't mind. Good, section of wall been destroyed. Now, don't care about this position here, just go straight for that one right over there. Alright, put Village and Harold Hammerstorm up on the walls. Okay, it'd be great if we had some summons or something with the blue scribes just to keep these fuckers busy for as long as possible. That's it, that's it. Move quickly. Right. Get them over the walls as well. Because that'll incentivize them to stay here and keep fighting us. Which is what we want. Good, so we're already at the first capture point before they've even started coming in. So that's definitely a good start, I think. Don't worry about trying to get in through the gate. Just get them up on the walls. Should be no... Actually, if we stay right here, we'll open the gates very quickly, I think. Good, quick, get over here. Now, we have to hold on to this position as well. So... No, we're all good for the time being. All good so far. Alright, if we could... Alright, let's go over there. We've got Heart of Winter. I could slow down their approach a little bit if I cast that down on them. Okay, bring them in. Doesn't matter if they get up on the wall as well. Not long until they get over here. Okay, that starts the countdown. Now we just need to hold on to this position here. They probably won't even try to recap that position.
Why? Who? Go!
So far, so good.
Chaos Sorcerer.
Put these ones back a bit for the moment. Alright, let's pop down Overcasted Heart of Winter right in there. That should slow them down a fair bit while also doing, you know, a tiny little bit of damage. It's coming in here and there. Oh, I didn't cast it. Okay, well the garrison inside the settlement has pretty much been defeated at this point, I imagine. You guys could shoot him, that's great. Rather than fighting him in melee. Good, that's slowing down some of their units. Alright, could you come back over here? What have we got that could potentially slow the enemy down? Can't see anything there. Alright, go and cap this position over here just in case, you know, it ends up failing.
So be it.
Alright, halfway through the capping time. Looking for a cheap spell, can't find one. Yeah, look, if that's shattered, that's fine, just get it back over here. Just got to make sure this position here doesn't fall, and that's going to keep providing us with victory tickets. That's it. Shame we don't have Law of Light just to pop down Net of Amantok or something. Move them back a little bit. So a little bit of damage done so far, nothing major. But yeah, we can't lose this capture point here, or else we're not going to gain any more victory tickets. So just got to hold on a little bit longer. Dwellers below, that'll slow them down. So that's got a 30% speed debuff. Just a little bit longer. we have that. Okay, cool. If I pop this down right in front of them, they might just run backwards. Just a little bit longer, a little bit longer. Yeah, see how they stopped? A little bit longer. Tiny little bit. Come on. Yes. Okay. We barely had to fight the camp there. Took a few casualties, especially with the Marauder Horse Masters. But for the most part, we're in really good shape. But that's 2 entire camps wiped out. Now, with the blue scribes, we've got an opportunity here where we could spend some time healing. If we could get the right spells. Especially for our single entities. So let's get the ones that took... Oh, I didn't even bring him in. It's alright. I need him for the next battle anyway, because we're going to occupy this settlement, which means village is going to run out of movement. But this guy, other guy, hasn't, so we'll get him to launch the attack. Okay, so just need to switch that. Actually, if I use that, I can switch it. Nope, none of those spells heal. Okay, Earthblood, that's good. Let's use that. Okay, what else we got? It's not going to take them long to get off the battlefield, so just keep shuffling until we find... There we go, there's something. We're in pretty good shape, but... just heal what we can. And just hope that that Earthblood or something shows up. That one showed up again. Okay, cool. Pop it down this one. Alright, that should do it. I mean, it only heals a little bit, but that'll do. Alright, all good. Yeah, close victory. And we didn't really even have to kill that very many of them. Yeah, even of the garrison, we didn't kill half of them. These guys here only lost a small portion of their army. About 20% of them. And these guys here didn't participate at all. Both of these camps, completely gone. Because, yeah, when it comes to camps, it's kind of like with the caravans as well. As soon as they lose a battle, they don't just fall back. They got nowhere else to go. So, just completely wiped out. So, all of these giants, yeah, all gone, no? Okay, we got the opportunity to subjugate them. But, why don't we instead... Oh, hang on, do we have enough movement? I think we've got enough movement to sack and occupy it. Ooh, I didn't. Okay, I may have screwed up a little bit. No, we can still do this. I'll just need a force march village now. Let's go greedy with that money. I'll have to force march village there, and he'll have to launch the attack from this location. And then after the battle, he can then occupy Karakazorn. There's no one sitting in there now. Alright, do that. Okay, cool. We got an auto-resolve win there. And with no units wiped out, geez, done deal. And that is just the end of them. I thought this would be a Pyrrhic victory. Sorry. Yeah, a valiant defeat in auto-resolve. But because we took so little damage, boink, it's just gone. Yeah, it spreads out the damage pretty evenly. And we attacked the camp. So that's this one here. So it's wiped out. It's all gone now. And we got a Talisman of Preservation. And you got a dragon. And... okay, here's the thing. You can... let me just save it here. Now you've got the choice. You can subjugate them, or you can occupy them and wipe them out. It's entirely up to you. And there we go. So yeah, that's... those fat camps, while they think they're cheesing the game by putting multiple of them around one city... they actually made it easier for me to take them all out overall by doing that. Because, yeah, we didn't even have to fight those camps. But, yeah, when it fought the very last camp, there was no avoiding that. If they didn't have that army sitting in there, that other camp would have shown up and all 3 of them would have been wiped out. But that's all good. So, yeah, he can just decide what he wants to do with it. And that situation is solved. So, it's always important when dealing with massive numbers of enemies that you come up with creative solutions in how to wipe them out. Because the game has certain sets of rules. And while the AI will cheat in some cases, there are some rules that they can't avoid. And that is, with the camps, if they lose a battle, regardless of how much they participated in the battle whatsoever, they get wiped out completely. And also, if it's their last settlement, they can be subjugated. So if you did have Lightning Strike, you could have lightning striked here, avoided all the camps, and just subjugated them, and that way those camps would have actually been making you tax income. But yeah, village didn't have it. You could get it now. Be a bit late, they're all destroyed. But if you did have it, that would also make it very easy. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.